Gobinde Mukande Udhare Apare Haring Karing Name Akame. Gobinde Mukande Udhare Apare Haring Karing Name Akame. Ardas Be Amardas Guru Amardas Guru Ardas Be Ramdas Guru Ramdas Guru Ramdas Guru Sachi Sai. Had Gurena me, Jugad Gurena me, Sat Gurena me, Siddhi Guru Devena me. Guru Pyare Sat Sangat Ji, Vahe Guru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vahe Guru Ji Ki Fateh. As we have the honor and privilege in the presence of our Siddhi Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, as we celebrate Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj's birthday, Prakash, and we come into this new year now, 2018 coming, is a time to remember, as Khalsa, the importance of our future. What that means is that Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj gave us a life to live by, a way to live in our courage, and most importantly, to have the hope of the future. He created Khalsa as a hope for the future, for this time and times to come. Just as in that time in 1699 there was great turmoil in this world, there were those who were forcing their ways upon others, that our history is that we stand for the righteousness and the truth and the human rights of every person. When I became Sikh, and then after some time Amrit Jak and became Khalsa, I understood that at that time I gave my life, all parts, to the Guru. That wherever Guru would tell me to go, that I would serve and do that seva, that I would go. And that I had a responsibility to help others. I had a responsibility that if anyone needed any help at any time, I would be there. So in me, it gave me a sense of that purpose, that pride, that understanding. And Guru Gobind Singh Ji taught three things. He said not only just in our mind we should be strong, he said we should be physically strong, our body should be taken care of. He said we should be mentally strong through Bani, that our mind could never be swayed, that we'd have the strength and the courage of mind. And that our spiritual strength, our devotional strength at the feet of the Guru had to be so strong and so trusting that Guru would take care of us and carry us through this world. So when I understood that, I knew that that was a way of life that was unique to this world. That before Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, nothing like that had ever been taught. The sacrifices made by the Sahibzades and the others, other martyrs of our faith, and the commitment of the Panj Pyare is unparalleled. That means it can't be matched in the history of this world. And as we know, Guru Gobind Singh Ji then from the Panj Pyare took his Amrit. He became the disciple. Again, never in history had ever a spiritual master, a teacher, a leader, a guru had ever given that sacrifice and understanding. That he himself was not only the Guru, but he was also the Chela. To teach us that all people, every person, no matter who it is equal. He taught that Khalsa had no color. Khalsa has no genders, not woman or man. That Khalsa has no geography, meaning that Khalsa can be anywhere in the world. That Khalsa would accept everyone and all faiths. That didn't matter what your color, what your caste, what your creed. And we have to understand that that teaching given to us that began with Guru Nanak Dev Ji to teach a universal teaching of one God. That there is one God who is the same God of everyone. No matter what color, gender, religion, faith, caste, creed, didn't matter. But that is a unique teaching in this world that had never been taught before, that advanced humanity and the principles today that we have to live by. When I came to the feet of the Guru that day at 24 years old, I wasn't looking I should find a new religion. I was okay where I was. Let me find a new religion. I want to change mine. I didn't come to change a religion. I'll find some new religion. Nay. In fact, Guru taught me I should honor every religion, even my own heritage, my own starting. I should not give that up. But when I came to the feet of the Guru, I knew there was a teaching that was going to advance that understanding of my faith. I wasn't looking for religion, I was looking for way of life. I wanted to find that way of life that would help me to become so strong, so clear in my mind, and so devoted to God. That's what I was searching. Not to find some new, that I wanted to just change a religion. It was to find the truth within myself. And when I came to the feet of the Guru, I didn't even know what it was that I was coming to. But as soon as I muttatake, I knew in my heart that I was in the presence of a very special, unique teaching. I had never heard before, even one time, Gurbani, never heard the Kirtan. But that day I sat, and I saw others were sitting in the Sangat, the Ragi Jeta began to play the Kirtan. And I closed my eyes and I was listening, Vaheguru, Vaheguru, Vaheguru. And something changed inside of me. As soon as I heard one time Vaheguru, something changed. And I said, what is this? We can say energy, we could say power, strength, I don't care, any word you can use. But what is this exact frequency of sound that when I hear with my ears, my brain changes and I feel stronger inside, I feel closer to God. And I knew from that day, even I hadn't become Sikh, I hadn't worn the star, nothing, but I knew in my heart that I would be for the rest of my life at the feet of the Guru. That I knew. That day tears came from my eyes. I muttatake and tears came from my eyes. I didn't know, why am I crying? I'm not sad. But what are these tears? And I knew I had come home. That maybe sometimes I was blessed, maybe past life, I don't know those things. That maybe somehow I was blessed in this lifetime, I should meet my Guru. That it doesn't matter where I came from, where I was born, what I learned, I knew that I had found the truth. And the true teaching that I knew somewhere existed on this planet, this earth. Because even when I was a teenager, I wanted to learn about different faiths. And that time we didn't have internet, I couldn't go on and type something and get a million answer. So I went to libraries and I studied. I could find books on Buddhism, I could find Hinduism books, Muslimism books, Christianity books, Judaism books, but there was not one book on Sikhi, there was not one book on Guru Nanak. So I couldn't even find it that way. There was not one book in the library that this is Guru Nanak Dev Ji, this is what Sikhism is, nothing. So I kept searching and studying different faith beliefs. I was looking for something different, something that taught me the living truth. And still I was searching from 10 years old. from 10 years old. It was in my mind at 10 years old, there's a true teaching. And 14 years later, after 14 years of searching, at 24 years old, I was brought to those teachings. And I wanted to study and learn just as our young people. And I was from the West, Punjabi I didn't speak, Gurmukhi I couldn't understand. So I said, I need and want to understand what is the teaching. And I had to understand it from Western mind, English. Even today, Tori Punjabi only is not so good. After 41 years, I should be better. So I had to understand what is Gurbani, what is the process of Gurbani, and what is our history. And I studied Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. I want to find who is this majesty, what is this sacrifice? How was it even thought to do? And how does one achieve that we can call mastery? How does one achieve that sense of God in their heart so strong that they never give up? And I knew that that was the strength we need today. We are still growing as Khalsa. Muslimism, Hinduism, Judaism, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 years. We're very young, but we're growing. And we have to give the future to the young people. The teachings of our Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj are not old, they're not new, they're future. They are for yesterday, they are for today, and they are for tomorrow, and for thousands of years to come. We don't even know. Because Guru's teachings are timeless. And Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj gave us the Guru Gadi of Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji and said, we shall never bow at the feet of a human. That our Sri Guru Granth Sahib is our Guru forever. And the teachings of Sri Guru Granth Sahib, the Shabad, the Gurbani, the Shabad Guru, the science of the technology of the Guru, shall be our living Guru. And the power of that is Shabad Guru. Shabad Guru is that technology of vibration of sound, a combination of sound and vibration that changes the frequency, changes a person's brain. That's the power called Shabad Guru. And that's embodied in Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji forever. So it can never be altered, can never be changed. Because it's exact, perfect rhythm, science, and teaching. And every day I'm inspired. Every day I learn something new. Guru teaches me something. Every day the Hukamnama teaches me something new. To give me that faith and that courage to continue and to work in this world to bring peace and harmony. And that to me is what Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj represented. We had to create the armies, we had to create the defense. But we were never in aggression to anybody. We defended the right. And we fought to defend the rights and gave our lives to defend the rights of all people so that we have that honor today in the presence we sit of the Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Without that sacrifice, we would not be here as Sangat today. So when we honor that, when I always remember this time of year, is the celebration of those sacrifices and of our 10th Guru, to remember that without those sacrifices, we would not be here today. So that's why so passionately I want to give these children, the young ones, our young adults, that commitment that I could find. Because I always say to the young kids, I say, if I can find it, right, Canadian-born Gora, Canadian-born, downtown Toronto, if I can do it, then why should there be one problem? that anybody should do it, and do it better than me, right?
It's true, it's true.
Is that not right?
Everybody can.
Everybody can. But it takes that devotion and trust. Because I remember that day I was starting once, and I had businesses, everything. And I was worried, will I get this? Is this coming? How we're not getting any business. What am I going to do? And my mind said, go to the Guru, take a hukamnama, Guru will guide it. So I went that day. I was worried, where are we going to, not much business was coming. We had money, we had to pay this and pay that, rent and this, staff. So I said, Guruji, guide me. And the hukamnama that day, Guru said, don't worry. Everything is in the hands of the Guru. Everything is going to work out. Don't worry. So my mind went that duality, went those two ways. One says, my Guru tells me, don't worry, everything is perfect. I'm looking after it. Every bill is paid. My other mind goes, yeah, but mortgage is due, right? All those things, right? Payments have to go, bills have to be paid. But my Guru is saying, don't worry, it's worked out. So I had that time two ways. One way was to worry, get afraid. The other one was to say, Guru Sahib, if this is your hukamnama, then it shall be true. So I fought within myself, I had that fight. Do I trust that my Guru is guiding me, or do I just go, this is the Gurumukh versus Manmukh, huh? Do I just follow my mind and my problem and this problem, get depressed, do all that? So I said, go for a walk. Don't worry. Go out, go for a walk. And that day I came back, I went out for 1 hour walking, I came back. And then the telephone, not the cell phone, we had telephone, started to ring. And it kept ringing with 1 order, 2 order, 3 order, 4 order, 5, the whole day. And that ringing did not stop for about the next 25 years. And the business was fine, and we could give lots of seva to everyone. But I had that challenge, Hanji, within myself, that challenge. Do I trust if my Guru says, or do I just follow my mind? And to me, Satsangaji, that's the challenge we have today. To trust. Even if I can't trust myself, I trust in my Guru to guide me. And I learned as years and years passed by through me, 41 years now at the feet of the Guru. I was 24 years old, I came, I'm 65. In all that 41 years, all I've done in my life is to learn how to trust my Guru. And not just my own mind. That's all I've learned. There's everything else, yes. But most important that I learned was that if my Guru guides me, my Guru shall take care of my life, has taken care of my life. And when I thought I could have nothing, Guru gave me everything. And when I thought I had everything, I got nothing. And I learned that if Guru gives me everything, then I have nothing. And if Guru gives me nothing, I have everything. So then there's no fear. Nirvana says, have no fear. Don't be against anyone. We say every day Nirvana. But Nirvana also is inside. It's not just outside, I shouldn't feel. It's inside. And that's how Guru Gobind Singh Ji created the Khalsa, to understand is not only what is outside of us, is also what is inside of us.
Yes.
Has given us the bana. That's outside. I wear my bana. Somebody knows that's a Khalsa wears his bana. So bana looks outside, somebody sees, but also bana reminds me that if I'm in my bana, I better be good, because everybody knows I can't get away. right? Even if ketchup falls, everything on white especially. Too much ketchup goes. So it also reminds me and shows to others. So Bana is that which is outside. Then gave us the Bani. What is the Bani? If Bana is that which is the outside, Bani is from inside. Hanji. Because the Bani helps our mind become clear, strong, and not wandering this side, that side, that side. That's why Bani is so important. Panch Bani is so important in this time, at all time. So one is Bana, which is outside, we could say. One is Bani, which is inside. Number 3 is Seva. That we should help others always. And Seva is that selfless service, we know that. You taught me the beauty of Seva. I learned from you so much. And 4th is Simran, to repeat the name of God. So 4 pillars. Pillars, if this pillar is not strong, what happens? It falls. And those are the 4 pillars Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj gave to us. Bana, Bani, Seva, and Simran. Simple formula for life. So Satsangaji, I understand it kind of from that English way, right? Because my mind is that English thinking. That these are the pillars, this is the standard, this is how we go, this is what Guru gives. And I knew also I had to make that connection to Guru, to trust in Guru. When Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj gave us the Guru Gadi Siddhi Guru Granth Sahib, he said, you will find me there. And every single person has their own way of understanding Siddhi Guru Granth Sahib, has their own, we call it sovereignty, which means your own individual self has a relationship to Siddhi Guru Granth, which is unique to you. Teachings are for everyone, but you have your own way of relating. And Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj said each person would have that own relationship to Guru. And that's what we need to connect with our young people, to have that connection to Guru. And how Guru carries us through life. But then we have responsibility as parents, as teachers, as guides, to live it. If I don't live that life, then how will anybody know who I am? If I don't have strength in that commitment to my Guru, then how can I teach others to have commitment? If I don't rise in the Amrit Vela every day, then how will others trust me? That I should say, you should rise in the Amrit Vela, but I don't get up. So I have that personal commitment to Sangat, to live as Guru guides me to live. Guru Nanak Dev Ji say, Amrit Vela Satchanav V'niyai Vichar Karmi Ave Kapra Nandini Muktuar. That one who rises before the sun rises, so that when the sun is rising, we rise with the sun. To those, all karmas get cleaned. Everything gets washed. I can't afford not to wake up. I cannot afford not to wake up every day and not clean myself that way. Do we not? We get up in the morning, we take that shower, we take things, right? Some nourishment tea, something. But did we clean our mind that day? Are we washing that part of us? That's the concept of it. We want to be clean in our physical, yes, every day. But Guru says you have to be clean in your mind also. Otherwise, Satsangaji, look at what happens with that pressure. Then we find depression, which we should not have, but how many, we know everyone, so many are depressed. Alcohol abuse, drug abuse, should not exist within our Sangats. There's no reason other than we don't trust. And we fall into depression, we fall into addiction because we don't trust 100% our Guru to guide us. So we become attached. Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moho, Ahankar. Hanji? We get attached to those five. Guru says, only be attached one thing to my feet. That's all Guru says. Be attached to Guru's feet. And that's Satsangiji, we have to evolve as Sangat to understand. So maybe because I come from outside, so I'm a little more, passionate to it, maybe because I've come from outside, a little different. But I don't see any difference. And that's why many who know me for many years know that I never get defeated, that I'm always inspired, that I'm always, let's do it, let's go out, let's make it happen, don't be afraid. We have a mission to share to this world a teaching of truth and honesty and peace and courage and compassion and tolerance for all humankind, and that is Khalsa. And to not be afraid to give that life, just as those Sahibzadis, just as our martyrs have given their life for others, not just Sikhs, for any person who needs that. Guru Tegh Bahadur gave his head not just for us, but for others. And young Gobind Rai knew that his father had to give his life. And Gobind Rai became Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj from that sacrifice of understanding, and gave his life and his sons and his family so we can be here today. And to me, that's how we have to live. Live in that courage. I know sometimes we don't want to face some things in our life. We don't want to make changes in our lives. How can I change that? But I say no one should live under oppression. Guru has taught us that we should be sovereign. That some of the cultural things that are happening, our young people want to make those changes. Because our Gurus stood for the righteousness of all people and the equality of everyone. And the world is progressing to our teaching. If you watch all these things, I don't know, how self-help do this. Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji has every self-help, stress management, depression management, you name it is in the Guru. How to be happy, how to live your life, how to fix addictions, everything you need, we have beyond what exists. So Satsangiji, it is a great privilege and honor to be with our Sangha today, to celebrate. And let us hold that celebration into our hearts. We're going into this 2018. It's a great year of change. We see what's happening in the world. There's problems in this world. There's fears of wars. There's fears of other situations in this world. And we can see how people's minds, there's that snake, it has like a rattle on the tail. They call them rattlesnakes. And what's happening is the mind of people are becoming like that rattlesnake, is shaking. And we have to serve humanity to help bring to peace this world. And there was a great Christian man. He was a scholar, Christian man. He was very well known. And he said that the teachings of the Sikhs and the teachings of the Sri Guru Granth Sahib could bring peace to this planet, could bring peace to this whole world. He said, but there was one problem. He said, they're not sharing it to the world. They're not giving it to the world. And that's when I felt that Guru had given me a certain mission in this life, that I should be able to understand and explain in the English language as my mother tongue the power and the strength of Gurbani, the power of our Guru, the history that is not matched in the history of humankind, and to travel the world to spread a teaching of truth. And I didn't come that I should do that. I didn't think. I've been 40 plus years at the feet of our Guru. For 20 years I didn't say one word. For 20 years, I only did the seva. I didn't want somebody should know my name. I didn't want to sit up any stage. I said, no, I'm only doing this seva. And that was 20 years. Can you imagine Canadian in this mind? 20 years. I studied Gurbani, I studied Kirtan, we did much. We had our jet in those years. But for 20 years I said, nobody should even know. I don't want you shouldn't even know my name. I'm only a Sevadar. And then Guru, after those 20 years, said, okay, now you have to go. And now these past 20 years, we've reached out to the world. Guru has blessed me with the opportunity to be with Sangat everywhere we go, to help build and create and develop our Sangats, and to spread hope to this planet. So, as I've said before, and I say to the young people, if I can do it, can you give me an excuse? I don't think so. But Guru taught me that courage in myself. Vaheguru made that transformation in me, allowed me to transform, to change. And I don't know any other way to live but in the light of our Guru. I don't know another way of life as 40 years to live in this presence of our Sangat, the presence of our Guru, and to understand what our Gurus gave to this world, and to help be an instrument to share and spread these teachings to the world, so that every person will know the sacrifices that we have made. And that Guru Nanak brought to this world a special teaching. Before Guru Nanak Dev Ji, they said God is outside of you, and that somebody else has to take you to find that God. And Guru Nanak Dev Ji said, no, he said, that's not true. He said, God lives inside of you, and every person, everyone can experience God. Ek Onkar. In English we say, Ek Onkar is that one God. And to understand that within us lives that one God, that we are that perfect from our Guru and from God. And we say God and me and God are one, Ek Onkar, that there's no separation between myself and God. And before Guru Nanak Dev Ji, nobody taught that teaching. They taught God is outside. Guru Nanak Dev Ji said, nay, said God is inside. So Satsanga Ji, we have to live to that understanding, share it to the world, spread a message of hope as we go into this 2018, to spread a message of hope, a message of light to this world, so that all people can prosper by God's grace. And don't we say every day, Nanak Naam, Chardi Kala, Teri Bani, Sarbat Vala. The Sarbat of the Khalsa, the Raj of the Khalsa shall live. That the light of Guru Nanak shall uplift everyone, and that all people shall prosper by God's grace. This is the power of our Simran, this is the power of our Sangat, and this is the strength and the future of Khalsa. So Sangat Ji, my ardas is for all of us is that we have a good life at the feet of the Guru, that we share it to our children, that we help to spread a message of peace and love and kindness and compassion and strength to this world, so that no one has to live oppressed. And that's my mission to my last breath, to spread that teaching of that love, to help uplift the souls of others. And what other way of life can we live? So Satsanga Ji, thank you so much for this opportunity to be with you today in the presence of our Guru. And let us never forget the sacrifices that have been made so that we can be here today and practice. And and we don't have to be oppressed in that practice. And let us share peace to this world. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.